So welcome to the culmination event of our second ELS Virtual Cooking Challenge. I'm Rebecca and I oversee the United Way Emerging Leaders Society, or ELS, which is a membership group of local young professionals who are committed to making a positive impact in our community. We have a really exciting evening ahead, and I'm so excited that you are all here to cheer on our finalists and to hear Chef Xavier announce our winner, this year's winner, for the very first time. Chef Xavier, if you haven't heard of him, is chef extraordinaire and also human extraordinaire, winner of 2019 Chopped, and has just been an amazing partner and friend to ELS, to me personally. And so we're so excited to be partnering on this event. We want to invite you to everyone to use the chat function generously. Think of it as your chat. We have a short program tonight, so we won't be carefully monitoring or answering questions live. So if you see a question or comment in the chat that you know the answer to or want to respond to, just go ahead and go for it. And if we have a lot of lively content, then we'll share the transcript after the event. So last year during quarantine was the first time ELS hosted the Virtual Cooking Challenge. And we launched with three main goals. One was to raise awareness around local food insecurity and the ways in which COVID has almost instantly tripled the number of people in our community who are seeking access to food resources. And we wanted to raise dollars in support of local families, the ones most affected by COVID, and collect healthy, affordable recipes to share with our community. And this year, our goals have been the same. We did achieve these goals last year. And in the next hour, I'm confident you're going to witness the lasting bonds and friendships that developed and made this year's challenge even that much better. So the challenge consisted of 2 rounds, the first round and the battle round. We had 12 contestants that submitted 2 to 5 minute cooking tutorials of recipes that used ingredients that costed under $20 and served a family of 4. And each contestant was also asked to raise funds in support of United Way's COVID-19 fund. I posted the 12 videos to our ELS Facebook page all on the same day. And then we said 3, 2, 1, go. And round 1 began. And everybody had 1 week to generate as much engagement on their posts as possible. And at the end of that 1 week, the 3 posts that had the highest levels of engagement, the most likes, comments, and shares, these are the ones who were eligible for the battle round. Chef Xavier hosted the battle round at his kitchen, Carbone's Prime in Rocky Hill, on a Sunday when the restaurant was closed. He rolled out the red carpet, when I tell you, you're going to see this soon, for our finalists and judges, and it was an unforgettable day. The event was professionally recorded, and we are all going to get to experience how it all went down in just a few minutes. To date, we have collected 12 healthy, affordable, and creative recipes and video tutorials, all of them unique. And while we had some professional chefs participating, a lot of us were just sharing a recipe that we use at home or just some healthy, affordable recipe, and we have no professional experience. There were 12 video tutorials and they generated they reached over 13,000 people. And we even had individual posts that had more than 1,000 engagements on one post. So definitely helping us accomplish our goal of raising awareness. This year, ELS set out to raise $10,000, and I'm really excited to say that we are very close with more than $8,800 raised. But there's still time to reach our goal with our text to give options. We have awesome drawing prizes and unique experiences available. So if you text ELS drawing, all in one word, to 41444, you can check out the drawing items that are available and purchase tickets. And you can also make a donation by texting Let's Cook to 71777. And we'll throw this information in the chat as well so you can access it. I mentioned before that we've formed some special bonds here. And while the Virtual Cooking Challenge was our response to COVID, it was a first. And truthfully, what's made it so magical are the people and the way that they show up. Our 3 finalists from 2020 are involved this year in different ways. Michael Goldboss is matching the next $1,000 raised. Charmaine Wolfson is returning as a finalist, and you'll see more of her later. She's also our highest fundraiser to date, raising over $550. So she's rocking it. And Chef Eve Diaz was our 2020 champ, provided incredible support and encouragement to our finalists as a coach during the battle round. She was definitely a calming presence, and everyone really appreciated having her there, including me. And then huge thanks to our returning and presenting sponsor, ConnectiCare. ConnectiCare and has been a tremendous support to ELS over the years. And I want to give a special shout out to Eric Galvin, who is the president of ConnectiCare. He's been a champion for and a mentor of ELS for several years. And he's very present. He shows up, he gets involved. And I'm just very grateful personally for Eric's humble, hands-on approach to leadership. You'll see him as one of the judges in the battle round. All of us were there for at least 5 hours on a Sunday afternoon. And the whole time, we just had the sense that it was where everyone wanted to be. So thanks so much, Eric. And I'll say more about Chef Xavier later, but I don't want to leave you all in suspense any longer. Let's see how our finalists did and what the experience was like. Let's check out the video.
Well, ConnectiCare wants to be a part of the Emerging Leader Society and the United Way events because we've been a longtime sponsor of theirs. These programs really get to who we are as a company. They touch the community. They help people get a start. They help people along when sometimes things happen in their lives and they need a little boost. For me personally, the ELS really it's the same kind of help that I got early in my career, and it's helping young people get a little bit of a acceleration in their lives and their careers. What a great event! Really speaks to who United Way is, and really thrilled to be a part of it.
Hey, my name is Chef Xavier Santiago. Welcome to Carbone's Prime, and this is the ELS Cooking Challenge. So what is the challenge? Last year, United Way ELS made this challenge to spread awareness during COVID to all the local families that there's a lot of help out there, and we came up with this battle. This year, we got 12 contestants. Out of 12, we picked 3, and we're getting ready to put the 3 to a challenge. They had to submit videos, and depending on the count and the points, we're able to pick the 3 that are gonna battle. So we're in the kitchen where everything's gonna happen. I'm a chop champion, so I don't plan on making it easy for these contestants. This is where all guys go down. Right now, we're gonna go check in with the contestants.
I'm feeling nervous and excited. It's my first time ever doing this.
A little nervous. We're not sure what's in the box, but we're pretty confident that we'll be able to handle it.
It's a really great opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to see what everybody rates.
So first of all, I want to say congrats. You made it to the top 3, but we're gonna put you to the test. So real quick on rules, please, I would like to get keep your distance from each other. Obviously, you gotta be next to your sous chef, but try to keep your 6 feet apart from each other. Always wear your mask. There's gonna be sanitizers all over the kitchen. Make sure you cleaning your hands at all time, washing your hands. Also, make sure you're cleaning your cutting boards. If you're using chicken, any fish, there's plenty of cutting boards in the back, and I will guide you through it. You're gonna have 1 hour to cook, and then you guys are all gonna present at the same time. We are gonna give you 4 mystery ingredients. Now, you don't have to put all 4 in one dish, but I expect at least 2 on each plate, at least minimum. If you do more power to you. We expect in 60 minutes for you guys to produce 2 different dishes, an appetizer and an entree. Now, you guys all have a sous chef, right? You guys brought somebody that's interesting, somebody that's ready to throw it down with you guys? Yeah. All right. Oh. So, Evil. So you know Eve, right? She won last year a cooking challenge, and she had a great idea, and I think it'll be perfect for you guys, and it's probably only gonna help you make you better. We're gonna swap your sous chefs around. You guys excited?
Oh, yeah.
You guys ready? Yes. Again, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of this, and let's get cooking. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I had brought a teammate to complement things I thought I lacked, and a teammate who could also pick up my physical slack for me. So I then had someone else new to me and cooking with me that had to then hopefully complement me.
I had a game plan. I know how my sous chef works. I know how I work, so I know how I was gonna delegate all that. And then when they switched, I was like, everything went out the door. I had to start from 0.
It was a little scary. Charmaine went missing for a little bit, so I was a little concerned.
We were going back and forth between doing jambalaya and a paella. We ended up going with jambalaya.
Soup is actually my favorite thing to make, and it was like one of the first things when I started cooking at a very young age that I realized I was good at.
I could make healthy food, real taste good. When I was a little younger, or anyone else that I asked, the healthy food is nasty, it's bland. But then I changed that all around, it's low calorie.
I felt really nervous for who was gonna get my husband because he doesn't really have a lot of experience in the kitchen. And when we were talking about what he's gonna do as my sous chef, I was just telling him you don't have to cut anything, I'll deal with that. But then after this whole mix-up thing, he told me I had to use a knife, and Chef X came up to me to show me how to properly use it. So
I don't know if you know this, but Jimmy was making a puree with the rutabaga and actually ended up putting truffle oil in it.
Oh, wow.
Thought that was olive oil, maybe that was truffle oil.
Sardines aren't, I can deal with anchovies, sardines not so much. Oh, not for me.
There's a lot of families out there that need help, but it's honestly a really good thing that they do this.
the whole purpose behind it was really great, and just to be able to raise money again for the families, like the ELS families in our neighborhood, or even in the Hartford area, means a lot to me, just because the pandemic really hit a lot of those too.
I like to help people, and I like to cook. Cooking is a semi-professional thing for me, more of a hobby, and it's something I thoroughly enjoy. I cook often, and I cook decently well. It is something that I can lose myself in. It is something that I can implement the time and the passion towards that other people get to feel immediately reciprocated when they eat it.
I'm feeling stressed, but I'm happy.
But I can't really taste it because there's seafood in there, so we're gonna trust my food shop.
A little crunch for time, but we're gonna make it happen.
I think it was intense and it was a little scary.
We were getting down to 2 minutes, 1 minute where we had to finish plating, and that's I'm like, we still had things in a pot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and we had to rush to get those on as soon as we could.
I really brought it better on the appetizer than I did the entree. Time kind of gets away with you.
I feel like I just threw everything on the salad very last minutely when it was like 30 seconds that's left.
I feel relieved. I feel confident in what I did. There's some things with the time crunch that I kind of messed up on, but feeling confident for the most part.
Go better on you did.
I am so happy that I didn't have to have that experience because he's tough, everybody. Super tough. So.
That's it. That's done.
All right, so we're done cooking, and here are the judges. So what we're looking for is for presentation, taste, creativity, and use of ingredients. So we're here for our first dish. Charmaine, please tell us what you made.
Thank you, judges, for tasting my food. So first off, I have a Mediterranean-inspired salad. So there's sardines in it, which is like one of the ingredients that was in my box. And then next up for the entrees, we have jambalaya. Unfortunately, I couldn't really taste any of it because I have shellfish allergies, so I relied on my sense of smell, and also was letting my sous chef know and like communicated with her properly what I wanted to execute. So it was kind of like blind cooking, but not.
But he hasn't left my site, so I didn't even.
I know you said that you had some hard time tasting it, but somehow definitely pulled it off. There's a lot of flavors coming through.
I like that.
What cheese did you use here?
Blue cheese, I think, or
It's blue?
crumbled. I couldn't decipher if it was crumbled blue cheese or gorgonzola.
Okay.
I just looked at
The
it
balance
because
is very good.
I had literally like 30 seconds left to throw everything on that plate. So I was like going with my instincts first with what I feel like would go best with the sardines. And I was thinking of like getting like a strong flavor to go along with it, so it kind of hides the saltiness and also like the canned flavor of the sardines. So yeah.
Well done.
Very, very well
balanced.
Very good. I probably would have added just a little bit of acid just to cut that fat at the end. But
I added
bravo.
a squeeze of lemon in it too, very
Nice.
quickly, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Very good. Delicious.
really?
Delicious. Very, very good.
Oh, there's a really good kick to it too. Yeah, it's very.
Especially for not being able to taste your flavorings. Very well balanced, the right amount of heat. Delicious.
If my grandmother was here, she'd give you a hug.
Okay, so I got my inspo from Princess and the Frog, the
Nice.
movie that just came out like I think in 2013. And when she was cooking jambalaya with her dad was about to like put in his like spoon to taste it, and she goes, "Wait, I need hot sauce and a little bit of this," and then she added it in, and he goes, "Chef's kiss," and you know what we do? We share with everybody, and then the entire neighborhood came and ate the jambalaya.
Awesome.
It's excellent.
The neighborhood be lucky.
And we're on to a second dish. Elaine, what you got for us?
Alrighty, judges. So what I have for here is a bruschetta. I have some sardines on there. We mushed them up, and then we season them: the onion, tomato, salt, pepper, and I threw some ricotta on there, and a little tomato and arugula salad. And next we have a saffron infused rice, jasmine rice, and it has some stewed shrimp over the top.
Beautiful. Delicious balance of flavor, use of secret ingredient. Very, very good.
Is there garlic in here?
A little bit.
I love it. It's so good.
The bread has garlic butter on it.
Very, very good.
It's really well done. I love how you took a sardine taste that not everybody likes, but you made it present, but it wasn't overpowering in any way. Really well done.
Your bread is toasted perfect too. Right amount of crunch, right amount of softness. Delicious.
Very well constructed. If I could say anything, is the tomatoes. Whenever you take a bite of something, you want to imagine your guest biting it, you want to make sure that it gets in their mouth. So I would cut them a little smaller next time. But besides that, knockout. Did a great job.
Really beautiful balance of flavor. I like the way the rutabaga is underlining, and your rice is cooked spot on. A nice little toothsomeness to it. Very good.
Your shrimp's cooked beautifully. It's just right, which is very impressive because I saw you guys crunch for time back there, but it's not overcooked whatsoever. It's still bouncy, and it's still very juicy. Your cuts are great. Like he said, the rice is perfectly cooked. I love the saffron in there. You did just enough. Saffron can be so overpowering, but you did just enough to kind of bring out the star of the show, which is the shrimp. So, good job.
Very good. I love it. This is probably the first thing I've tasted that I want to eat the whole dish. And so, really love how you brought all of these ingredients together. As a non-chef, I think of things really at a kitchen table level. And I'd tell you that this is something that I would want to have for dinner on a Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. Really well done.
So now we have our third dish. Josh, what you got for us?
We have a Tuscan bruschetta with sardines, fried basil, and a rutabaga, and then a paella-inspired soup with kielbasa over andouille and shrimp and chicken.
You undid it. You undid it.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
It's really good. It's excellent.
We were aiming for it.
I love the little crispy rutabaga.
It's supposed to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of pepperiness.
Yeah, delicious. The presentation was beautiful as well as the flavor, really well balanced. And all the notes.
Thank you.
I was so intimidated because when I saw the toast points, I was like, how am I going to get this in my mouth?
It's really just a fancy spoon for the whole day.
It's so thin and so delicate that it's perfect.
Delicious.
I love the olive oil and just the perfect toasting of the bread. So really well done. You talked about the kielbasa, but you didn't say anything about chicken.
Yes, so chicken, kielbasa. So it's a paella-inspired soup.
Yeah.
We got a heavy base of saffron and chicken in lieu of rabbit or andouille or the normal things that would be in a paella. And hopefully a good, well-rounded base of flavor to build upon with the shrimp and the sausage.
I like the little crispiness of the sausage.
The rutabaga is in there as well.
I just love the soup so much.
We have a judge here who knows shrimp better than I do.
Don't butter me up.
No, ma'am.
I would have used a little bit more salt.
Understood.
But I feel like a person who's on a no salt diet wouldn't feel like they're left out or that they were missing out on anything.
The kielbasa is usually a little saltier than andouille, so I was banking on that. And I use the oil from the pan juices to try and offset as far as health.
I agree with Chef, like a pinch more salt. But I think other than that, you
All right, guys. So after 3 amazing courses, 3 amazing chefs, what are you guys thinking? Because I have no idea what to choose.
go.
I think it's kind of a split ballot for me. I really loved the bruschetta that Josh made. I thought that it was sort of perfect for me. Loved, just got the bread right. He got the presentation. He nailed it.
Yeah.
Loved it. And then I have to tell you, I loved Charmaine's entree. It just had the right amount of spice to it that ended up carrying with me.
Her story was so cute too.
And her story's great. Her story is wonderful.
Everybody melts for Disney.
Yeah, that was for Disney. No, I concur on Josh's bruschetta. I think he nailed it, hands down, best app of the day. I think for me, the entree was Elena, and Not that Charmaine's wasn't delicious, but I think it was lacking. I didn't see a rutabaga in there. So that's, use of ingredients. Love the way the interactions where Josh, it was kind of Chef X broke it up with changing to the sous chefs, which could be crazy in itself. And the way Josh treated clearly the most inexperienced guy, Ben, with a calmness and compassion, almost teaching him along while not trying to stress out. Yeah. So that was impressive to me.
It is impressive.
And showed a lot of professionalism. So.
I saw great qualities in every single one. Charmaine, I saw her kind of struggle in the beginning because she's not a chef. But something happened to where she definitely kicked in gear. She was like, look, I have to finish, right? So I might as well just finish. And I think that she did such a great job. And she was so positive and she had so much perseverance. Then we have Elaine, who's so young, but she shows so much beyond her years. And the flavors in her food were phenomenal. It was something that I feel I didn't master at her age. And then we have Josh, who, like we said, he got a bit of a sous chef that probably wasn't what he thought he was going to deal with today. And everything was plated beautifully. You saw his experience.
All right, contestants, you guys all did a great job. A lot of leadership, beautiful dishes. But as you guys know, there's only gonna be one winner.
Listen, that was incredible. I mean, it was a long Sunday, but like that video was hands down like perfect. So to announce the winner, we're just not even gonna play around. The winner is let's talk about the ingredients real quick though. When you see the box, the hardest thing in that box looked like it was the rutabaga, but it was really the rice. Rice is one of those items that we all have in our houses. It's one of those items that could feed X amount of people with a limited amount of money. But it's an item that could overcook, undercook, over season, under season. So for me, that was one of the hardest thing in that basket. I think they saw the rutabaga and they saw the anchovies. It was like, well, the anchovy sounds crazy. Personally, I like anchovies. I know one of the chef judges, Vinny Carbone, loves anchovy. We buy them at the kitchen just to snack on. But I grew up that way. I grew up eating things out of a can. I grew up, in an environment that didn't have a lot of luxurious items. So I know what it is to eat, obviously canned tuna, canned salmon, canned octopus, et cetera, et cetera. And little do you know, in Spain, having this canned items are called conservas, and it's a luxury. There's some beautiful items that they do in a can in Spain that are like hands down beautiful. But I think given I think given the challenge and the items, that the chefs, contestants have to battle with, but they did great. I just want to say one thing before we announce the winner. I know everybody's nervous, everybody's can't wait to find out. Before we finish the whole event, Chef Tori and Chef Eve have an announcement to make for all the contestants. So please stay tuned towards the end because it's gonna be something that hopefully I'm part of. I want something good too. So without further ado, the winner of this year's ELS Virtual Cooking Challenge is, nevertheless, and it was close. I'm gonna tell you right now, it was a close battle. I saw the ballots, I saw the arguments. You only saw like 30 seconds of each argument. They were there for a minute. And it was nerve-wracking, and I know exactly what they went through. And the winner of the whole challenge that did an incredible job. And I didn't taste his food, but I saw from like the way the person treated himself and delivered. I think everybody did a good job. But like, I think the right winner got picked, and that is Joshua.
Josh! Woo!
Woo!
Yeah! You did it, buddy!
Thanks. It was tight. I will say everyone else's stuff was great. We didn't know how that was gonna go.
All right, so real quick, we're gonna talk to Joshua. I need you to speak up and tell me what you think about winning and how you feel.
She's so nice. Say, can you want to?
I mean, it was crazy. It was a fast-paced competition. In 1 hour, you had all the time to do things and very little extra time for things to go wrong. So there's a lot of just kind of patience and being like, all right, we can start with something simple. You know, we have 4 ingredients. How can I use all 4 of them almost all the way through? You know, I had a rough idea of the dish, not so early on. Like I had an idea, and then Chef Eve was like, do a soup, and I was like, that is my wheelhouse. That's something I love. Do it well, with confidence, maybe not well, but so that's the route we went, and it bought me some time and gave me some wiggle room to try and get at least like the presentation and plating, or like, you know, the time to give, you know, my partner some tasks that he could handle, but like weren't going to be like, you know, as experts. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. We had fun. You know, he fried some good rutabaga chips. You know, we got a good 50% of those back. And then, you know, we just had fun with it. Did the best we could with what we had, and that's all we can ask for anyone out there.
That's awesome. Congrats. So Ben, I need you to get on the mic. Tell me what you think. I know you was the least experienced person and you were scared. Tell me how you feel about cutting tomatoes now.
Well, Charmaine doesn't really let me use the knife in the kitchen, and probably for a good reason. So I was kind of pretending like I knew how to do it, and thankfully you came over and corrected me. So I feel like that put me in a slightly better spot for the rest of the hour.
And I think maybe we should let you cook now. So
I don't know if I want to.
He gets really uncomfortable even when I'm washing dishes and I like walk over with a knife. He goes, "Oh my lord!" Like, clear out.
Charmaine, so tell me how the day was for you. How you feel about the competition?
I'm sorry. Please repeat that one more time.
How you felt about the whole battle?
A lot of emotions, but the entire time I feel like it's so rewarding, and it was just such a great experience, just like getting to cook in a commercial kitchen, because I've never done that before. I'm usually always on the other side, like, you know, being like eating whatever the chefs are cooking. So just like seeing that, like getting to be in their, like, you know, shoes for an hour, it was so fun. I got, like, not gonna lie, I didn't go missing. I was just like in awe of all of the ingredients in the basement and in the freezer, that I got so like exhilarated. I was like, oh, should I cook this? No, I should probably cook this. Or should I cook that? And then I was just like going back and forth. And then the next thing I see is like Chef Tori and Chef Eve coming after me and saying, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm so good. I'm just really excited.
And that's what happens. The hour just goes away. You start thinking and overthinking, and you think, the hour just goes away. But I think you did good. I mean, I think you did great ultimately. Like, I mean, overall, you guys all killed it, but like, definitely you stepped up when you needed to step up. You had everything on the plate, and the flavors were good, and it was just a great idea.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for doing it again this year. You did phenomenal. Elaine. Is it Elaine? You hear me?
Yo. Yeah, I hear you.
Tell me how you feel about it, baby. How you feel about the competition? You good?
I'm good. It's definitely a learning experience, and like looking forward to, I don't know, maybe joining some other competitions, see how that goes. So yeah.
You did good in the video?
Oh man. I don't know. Like watching myself is just like kind of cringy in a way, but it's all good.
But
I
listen,
had fun.
just so you know, for your age, the flavors, how you moved in the kitchen was incredible. The fact that you had a sous chef and you was kind of guiding your sous chef, well, that's what the sous chef there for. And you did a great job with that. So that alone itself is incredible. And you did a phenomenal job for your age. I think you captured the flavors and what you was going for. Just to put two things before we talk real briefly with the judges. One of the things that I saw personally that I think with Joshua won per se, it's just the way he behaved himself. As far as like teaching what you're trying to, I mean, what you're teaching, what you're dealing with an hour and ingredients in the kitchen, you don't know. And I think he did that very well. Yeah, he executed dishes very well. Taught his sous chef throughout the whole competition, and it was able to execute and put everything up on time. I think that was incredible. And there was something that I saw that was probably one of the reasons he won the competition. But at the end of the day, I think all three of you guys are phenomenal. We have a couple of things lined up for you guys. So again, I'm gonna ask the judges how they feel about the whole thing, and then we're gonna give it back to Rebecca. But I just want to say everybody did a great job. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Thank you for everybody that likes, that comment, that shared, that donated. We have a couple $100. Just trying to get that going. And judges, I'll go first with Eric, the president of ConnectiCare. How you feel about the competition, boss?
I was pretty humbled to be a part of that group of judges. I was certainly out of my league, but I know what great cooking tastes like, and I got to tell you, all of you, you just did a great job. It was a really hard decision to make in the end, but most importantly, I'm just thrilled about this event and what you all have contributed. Frankly, to the community. So happy to be a part of the event, and thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. You took your time, and you know, Sunday evening, especially for a lot of us, the time we spend with our families. So to have so much people in one place, spending the time with each other most of the evening instead of their families, that's a sacrifice within a sacrifice. So we appreciate that. Let's go with Chef Vinny Carbones. How you feel about the competition, Chef? You've been around the kitchen for a while. Chef.
You're on mute.
I'm here. Sorry, one more time. I got some congrats texts from people watching. What was the question?
No, it's Chef Vinny Carbone.
Oh.
Where is he? I can't see it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to find the unmute button. Sorry.
Okay.
No, it was an honor to be part of it. Thanks for getting us involved, Rebecca. You know, all the contestants did a fantastic job, and they contributed so much, and just the different levels on how they contributed was fantastic. It was great to get to meet the other judges and everyone involved in such a worthwhile community-based project. And no one in our community should, you know, have food insecurities. You know, I think, you know, it's part of our responsibility to the community to help bring this along so people don't feel this way. We're in a land of so much abundance. It shouldn't be allowed. And I think, you know, you stepping up with Rebecca and her team and Eric and his team is just the start of, you know, getting this problem resolved and developing leaders to help, you know, fix the problems for the future.
Well, awesome. Thank you. All right, Chef. So we're gonna move to our last judge, Chef Tori. Take it away. How you feel about the whole competition? I know you was a little like, you know, nervous when it was going down.
Hey, Chef. Yeah, I definitely was. You know, you gave them such a hard box, and they pulled it off phenomenally. So graceful, so creative, and I'm so proud of them. And I actually was kind of thinking about something. Uh-oh. Can we get a cheers? Let's get a cheers. Chef, would you like to hear my idea?
Go ahead. He has that drink, so I want to hear.
Elaine, Charmaine, and Josh, you guys have done so well that I'm not ready to be done having fun with you guys when it comes to throwing down in the kitchen. So how about the three of you come on Shrimp and Jazz, my show, and we throw it down once again. How about that?
Thank
you.
Congrats, guys.
Okay.
What up? I'm down.
Do we get to keep our sous chefs or like what?
Guest starring. You guys can do whatever you want. The three of you can even come up with your own recipe and come on there and show me how to do things. Why not? Let's do it.
That's right.
But then I don't think that we're still ready to stop having fun.
I don't think so either. Do we need another cheers for
Let's
that?
have another cheer.
So, as part of Bite by Eve, I would like to offer all three of you guys a free meal.
What?
By Chef by Bite by Eve. So whenever you guys are ready, please hit me up and I will cook for you guys for a change.
We are so proud of you guys. You guys have literally like gone like past what we thought you guys were going to do. It's like every last one of you have your own different way that you inspired us in the kitchen. And as a professional chef, I have to say that I'm very, very much impressed. And
you guys did amazing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing. Hats off to all three of you guys.
Yeah. So
congrats, Josh, though. I mean, soup.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get it, guys. All right, we're going to give it back to you, Chef.
Congrats, guys.
All right, thank you, ladies. Well, that was the announcement they were gonna make, so that's awesome. So I guess I get to see you guys throw down one more time. Hopefully I could throw down in there with you and you could do some cooking. Eve made this little secret sauce that you could put that on anything, just so you know. So make sure you get the recipe or try to get a bottle of that stuff because it's delicious. With that being said, thank you to United Way. Thank you for everybody, like I said, like, share, comment, and just a part of the community. I think you guys do an incredible job. Even before I even knew about this and before COVID, etc., you guys are out there with the community. You guys are doing everything that takes to make sure like we spread this awareness on hunger in Connecticut and way before that, way past that. I'm just happy to be a part of this. Happy to be a part of that little madness cooking competition we've been doing since last year. And Rebecca, I know I stress you out sometimes. I'm horrible at answering emails and text messages. And she is crazy, but she's awesome. She's very dedicated. She loves what she does. And that's like something that like I could relate to. She's very passionate about what she does. Kate, I made you a couple of times. I know like I could be a little rough around the edges of certain things, but I appreciate you guys just having me be a part of all this. And thanks to everybody that was a part of it, everybody that's watching, that joined. The video people did an incredible job. Hotnet 3.7, big shout out to them too. They gave us a couple of ideas or something me or Rebecca got me working on. And just, you know, never forget to like, you know, check on everybody and just stay focused and tell everybody around you how much you care about, man, because you never know. Rebecca, thank you so much. Rebecca, you take it from me.
Do you see what I mean? Like, this is the most amazing community of people, and the way that everyone shows up, unexpected. That's so awesome and exciting. Thank you, Chef Eve and Chef Tori. You guys are awesome. Before I do our closing remarks, I just want, we're gonna try that photo op again. So if everyone can come on camera, and Kate is gonna give us the count, and then everybody smile or say cheese or do whatever you wanna do, and we'll get a shot of all of us.
All right, I think I need a couple more people to turn on their camera. Awesome. All right, are we ready? Big, big, giant smiles. In 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna take one more. A message popped up, which was so encouraging and awesome. I just want to make sure I get everybody. So let's just do this one more time. Big smiles in 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, Rebecca, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Ms. Angeline Lopez, your daughter is
Angelina.
awesome. Listen, your daughter, just think about last year's competition, her cooking. I just want to say hi to her. She's great.
Thank you. We're getting ready for next year, so stay tuned.
All right. Hey, listen, if she cooks, we might have something brewing to have kids competing. We're not 100% sure how it's going to work out yet, but we might have to we might have to just have a joint, but she's definitely awesome, man. I appreciate the energy. Very important, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rebecca.
Awesome. So I just thank you so much. Thank you to all of our finalists. Thank you to our judges for the time commitment. Thank you, Carbones, for letting us use that space. It was just beyond, above and beyond. Event Resources for the video. My United Way team, Angeline, Alyssa, Amanda, Maura, and I physically would not be here with all of this if it was not for Kate Blackburn. She has been a backbone to me in this throughout this event. So thank you, Kate. And she was there every step of the way at the battle round, everything. So I'm very blessed to work with such amazing people. And also I want to mention Stephanie Berman, who couldn't be here tonight, who did almost all of the social media. She is just a creative genius and has done such a great job and been so passionate about really making sure that everyone is being highlighted in the best way possible. And she enjoys it and she's so good at it. So I couldn't do it without her either. And then I wanted to spend a moment on Chef Xavier, because I didn't know when I met him last year that this is how he rolls. And I would just say that I like to say that he has a spirit of excellence. And so you would never know the difference between what Chef Xavier is being paid for and what he's not being paid for, because the way he shows up is the way he shows up. And when he told me that we were going to do the battle round in person, I thought, okay. I thought we'd do it on Zoom again, like last year in the kitchen. And he's like, no, we're doing it in person at the restaurant on a day when it's closed. And I thought, okay, but I had no idea what that entailed. I mean, the prep that went into getting the restaurant set up for that, giving our finalists access to everything in that kitchen. And then being in that kitchen was tremendous, and having Vinnie Carbone as a judge and just the whole vibe and dynamic and the way that everybody showed up and everyone was friends. They got their sous chef swapped, and then chef goes, all right, now go take the next 10 minutes and go get to know each other. And they're like, okay. So they're all sitting in different parts of the restaurant, just like getting to know each other. And by the end of it, we had to keep telling them, the video crew had to keep telling them, quiet down, because they were making so much noise in the back because they were chatting. And it was just, we again, like, formed this little community. So this is what Chef brings to whatever he does. And I am proud now to call him a friend and just work on something so meaningful with him. So thank you, Chef Xavier. You're awesome. I want to announce our giveaway too. We have a $25 gift card, Amazon gift card, that and some United Way swag that is going to Kyla Sotomayor. Who is Kyla here? I don't see her name, but
hey,
it looks like some people know her.
Kyla's a good friend of mine. She's not here tonight.
Oh, okay.
But I will tell her.
She's a winner.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet, sweet.
That's great. Okay, well, good. And also want to let everyone know that the drawing will remain open until Wednesday at 9 a.m. So go again, check out our drawing items. You can text ELS drawing, all one word, to 71777, and you can get a link that will give you a list of all the drawing items that we have available. And what's next? We'll be sending out a follow-up email to everyone here tonight to outline ways you can continue to stay engaged and get involved with United Way and ELS. We invite you to become a member of ELS with a donation to United Way of $50 or more a year, and $25 for students. ELS is really continuing to focus on addressing the barriers that contribute to local hunger and access to food. And we have, as you can see, a really energized group of young professionals who come together to make a difference. We plan fundraisers, volunteer experiences, we grow personally and professionally, and it's just very rewarding to be a part of this group. So we invite you to join. And then we'll send a link for some upcoming volunteer experiences and an event that's coming up on May 6th, where we have Katie Martin, who works at Food Share and is an author of a book, Reimagining Food Banks and Food Pantries. And so this is really an interesting perspective. It's from noon to 1. Come and be a part of this conversation to learn more about this issue. And if you haven't checked out the videos that we talked about tonight on our Facebook page, please do that. You will be interested. They're not long, but they're just all very unique, and it's fun to watch. So please visit our Facebook page. Our handle is UWELSCT, as you see on the slide. And again, we'll follow up with an email that provides all this information for you. But with that, I just say thank you all for being here, and have a wonderful evening.